Dubai, or stomach 35. I'm going to put that right here. So it's between these two condyles. I can actually feel it, the joint, and I can feel this right here. So let me get a pillow, and do you want to just lie down?
Sure.
And what I'm going to do is fold the pillow in half.
I'll try not to fall asleep.
Yeah, and then I pretend I'm going to do acupuncture. And I would even want to have the leg more flexed, right? And see, I can feel this joint, and that's where I put here. Yeah, I might as well get it way up, and then it's so I can feel that it's open, and I will put this needle here under the kneecap, right? So, but first I just marked here this is stomach 35. And now I'm marking the high point, or the most prominent part of the lateral malleolus. Okay? So between here and here is 16 sun. Remember we went over that today? So, okay, I can put my red dot here for the stomach 35. And I'm going to put these points in. So usually what I do, the first thing I do is I would divide it in half. I would do the 8 and 8. So here's 8 and 8. So I've divided it in half. So I think this comes up a tiny bit. 8 and 8. Okay? And so there's different ways. I know that this is 3 sun. Inferior to stomach 35, stomach 36. So there's different ways I can do it. I can divide it in half, and I have 4 sun and come up 1 sun, which I'm going to do. One thing that people often do is they just put their hand, if the person's the same size, from the eye of the knee, and take a quick dirty 3 sun that way. My favorite way is I come down over this tuberosity of the tibia, and then I roll right into it, into the tibialis anterior. So it's right about there, and I can feel it. And it, unlike most points, it's in the belly. It's described as being in the belly of the muscle, right? So it's a kind of nice symmetry. But I'm going to just demonstrate. If I'm at 8 sun here, if I come down 1 sun right here, that's 39 is actually 9 sun from 35. So I can divide this into 3 equal parts, and I have 35, 36, 37, and 39. 36, 37, and 39. So that's
30 gives you what, 37, 38, 39?
no, not
35,
38.
36.
36, 37, and 39. Now, we've marked both.
So if you just take thirds from stomach 36 then? So
Not
That's
35. 35. Let me show you the other, put in the other points, and then we'll go over it one more time. Okay? So 38 is at 8 sun. So I know that 38 is at the halfway mark, right where this yellow dot is. And it's 1 finger breadth from the tibialis anterior. These are all 1 finger, not a thumb, a finger. And 40 is 2 fingers from the tibialis anterior. So 38 and 40 are parallel. So once I divided it and I came down 1 sun, I knew I could divide it into thirds because I knew that these were 3 equal portions, that 35 to 36 was 3, 36 to 37 was 3, and 37 to 39 was 3. Right, but I had to find the 8th sun first, right? And I marked that with the yellow dot. I mean, I could have put in the 38 and 40 also.
Well, that yellow dot was the midpoint between here
And
up
here,
there.
but it's
Yeah.
at 8 sun, right?
Right.
Because this whole thing
16.
is 16 sun.
You said 40 is 2 finger breadths?
Yeah, yeah.
This is 35 or 36?
That's 36. This is 35.
And then we talked about 41. It's at this level right here with the lateral malleolus, and it's between extensor digitorum and flexor hallucis longus. And if I reach in, I can find a little hole right here, right in here. I can feel that tiny little hole.
That's 40?
That's 41. And then 42 is the high point, and really it's the cuboid bone. So there's 3 of them, and I'm looking for the joint between the 2nd and 3rd metatarsals and the cuboid, and I believe it's right here. I don't always find the artery. Especially, I might find it now because it's spring. It's always really hard to find during the winter. Oh, I did find it. Great, great. Here it is, 42. And sometimes you see it over on, it's on the, it looks like it's off channel, the artery. It's just, so, I mean, I think you can go for the high point of the foot. If you find the artery and you put it on, nobody's going to count you wrong. 43 is between the two 2nd and 3rd metatarsal where they junction. 43, 44 is between the webbing, and then 45 right down here. So, I don't think it's, if you remember, this is 16 sun from 35 to the high point of the lateral malleolus. You divide it in half, you have 8 sun, right? Then you can do your math any way you want once you have this 8 sun. I prefer to just drop down 1, find the 39, then divide it into thirds. If I'm just finding 36, I usually just find the protuberance of the tibia and roll over for that. Some people come up and they find the condyle. It doesn't, you can do it either way.
And it's right under the condyle?
Yeah, right as the condyle begins. So, if you're looking for 39, you divide in half and drop down 1. Well, 37, you usually have to find a couple points to actually key into it, right? 41, find those 2 tendons and come between them. There's pretty much always a hole. Let's see. This is tibialis anterior, and this is actually, it's right here. 41. 42 is the high point of the foot, or it's the artery between the junction of the cuboid bone and the 2nd and 3rd metatarsal. 43 is the junction of the 2nd and 3rd metatarsal, and 44 is the webbing between the 2nd and 3rd toes. Did I say 43? I meant 44. And then 45 is the tip of the 2nd toe.
Sorry, what did you
On
say
the
about the
I said some people come up this way,
Uh-huh.
and some people come down this way. One is the tuberosity of the tibia.
Uh-huh.
Other people just come up this way and find the condyle.
And where is it in relation to the condyle?
It's right in, remember your point is about this big, so you just kind of feel around, look for,
Is it superior, lateral, medial,
to the condyle,
To the
it's
condyle.
inferior.
inferior? Okay.
I have one thing to clarify then. So once we found 39 to use as a marker and create thirds,
38
Nine.
or 40.